What is good, Slay Squad? Welcome back to my channel. So, you know how you wear a weave, you take out the hair and then you just throw the old hair to the side? No, girl, I'm gonna teach you how to make a bomb ass wig out of that old dusty crusty hair that you was about to throw out. Like, that's good hair, you paid good money for that, so let me show you. Alright, so boom, you're gonna need a wig cap, T-pins, a wig head stand, a needle and thread, hair scissors, and of course the hair. Alright, so hopping right into it, you're going to want to lay down your frontal. Now this wig was made with a frontal, okay? Now, I did not have any T-pins and I was not going to the store to get any, so I used these sewing needles. But you want to make sure the ends of the frontal are both pinned down on either side on the cap. The front of the frontal will not lay flat and will hang a little bit over, but that is perfectly okay. You just want to secure it on either side and then begin sewing. So when I begin sewing, I like to sew through the frontal at first to secure that side is fully down. You don't want anything lifting up afterwards. It'll ruin your life. You don't want it, okay? So I just make sure that's sewn down, and then you're going to just keep on sewing, keep on looping it through. Honestly, this is very simple. Now the reason why this is so simple is because your frontal was already customized. This was already on your head, whether it's by you or your hairstylist. So the reason why you only have to pin down those two sides is because the front is already customized. So you just want to make sure that the back of the frontal is fully on the wig cap. Now, if you're watching this video and you are not using old hair, you will have to measure the frontal to your head and mark where it meets your ears as well as where the front is. So you will have to do those markings, but I did not have to do that, so that is not in this video. I don't know why I was sewing so close together. You really don't have to. I just really wanted to make sure this was secure, so that's what I was doing. Once you sew all the way across, this is what your frontal should look like. I repeat, this is what your frontal should look like. Alright, so basically the hard part is over. Only thing you have to do now is sew on the bundles. Whether you have 3 or 4 bundles, it really doesn't matter, but you want to make sure that you connect it to the frontal on either side. That is how you're going to make sure you don't have no gaps and spaces. Make sure you connect it directly to that frontal on either side. I was working with 3 bundles from Tinashe hair. You guys have heard me talk about Tinashe hair, so I was trying out their Malaysian Straight. And I actually ordered this hair from my graduation, which you guys know nothing about because I suck. But hopefully I'll be making a video about that shortly. But for right now, yes, I was using 3 20-inch bundles of Malaysian Straight hair from Tinashe hair. Alright, and for my beginners, here's a little tip so you don't have to struggle like me. I'm here to make your life easier. Pin down the opposite side from where you're working on that's going to connect to the other side of the wig. I probably said that really retarded and it probably was really complicated, but you're going to want to pin down that other side so you don't have hair just floating as you're trying to sew. So this is how it should look after you successfully sew on that first row. It should make like a U shape, okay? So if you have a U shape, you're doing great. Now this is after I sewed on one bundle. I did not use all 3 bundles on this wig, which I think is amazing. I probably could have if I wanted to, but it wasn't necessary, so I didn't. Alright, moving on up. Now we're going to start single wefting the bundles. The reason why we're going to start single up here is because as you get to the top, you want it to lay flatter. Now, because we're single wefting, you have to sew the wefts closer together so you don't get any awkward gaps, because you don't want people to see straight through your wig. You will look crazy. I do not want you to look crazy. So make sure you just sew this a little bit closer together.
30 hertz straight up.
As I move closer to the top up here, I will start to cut the wefts. Now this is a personal decision. You don't have to do this at all, but I just do this so it'll lay flat, okay? Because, you know, the flip over method kind of is that little bump at the end, you know, perfectly fine for the back, but on the top, wasn't feeling it. So you're gonna see me cut my bundles at some point, but before I do that, I do this little loop-de-loop thing to make a knot. There's really no methodology to this. I literally just make a knot and make a really solid, secure knot, and then I'm going to cut my bundle. So when you get to the top, it should look like this. There should be a teensy bit amount of space in between the frontal and these bundles. Now, the reason why I did not sew up against the frontal is because it would make it lumpy. I was able to do that with that curly hair. I also made that into a wig, and I was able to do it with that, but this is straight hair and I did not want a big lump on the top of my head. So I left it right here and it looks perfectly fine. And I left this clip in here so you guys can see me try to do it. Like, I tried it. I really tried it. But no, boo-boo, do not do that. Do not. Okay, good. So this is my girl. I named her Howard Alumna 2018. That's her name. Here is she. She is not straightened at all. She's fresh off. Like, this is just her right after. And then we're gonna cut off that piece of mesh cap in the front. And here you go. You'll look like moi. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Give this video a like. You know, if you like me like a little bit, like just a little bit. You could also subscribe, you know. I think you should, but I'm not going, no pressure, no pressure. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.